Trying to get better at that timer. I think I got it this time. What's up, everybody? So good to see you again. Hey, there's no game on the screen. Let me click on there. There it is. Perfect. What's up, everybody? I'm so glad you guys could join. Let me give a quick little shout out to everybody that's here. So Ginger, welcome back. Hope you're not too tired from last night. That was a lot of fun, though. I'm so glad, Captain, you could jump in here. We hardly ever get to see you on the stream because of the time difference, so this is awesome. Mohammed, thank you for dropping in. And I got a lurk from Llama. Let's see. Oh no, my thing's not scrolling anymore. Oh, Depressed, you're in here. Awesome. It's good to see you again, too. There's nothing but darkness. It should be on the screen right now. And let's see. Captain's roommate, Spiritual Bones, it's good to see you, too. I'm glad you could hang out with us today. Let's see. Curie, good to see you again, too. All right, I think that might be everybody. If I missed anybody, I apologize. My thing won't scroll up any farther on my tablet. Oh, a funny thing. Welcome back. So yeah, we had a lot of good times playing. Oh, and Andyland, that's right. She's taking a break from work. I don't have work today. She does. And she dropped in during lunchtime. It was really cool. So she's actually in the living room having some pizza and hanging out with the pups. And working on her laptop. So I don't know a whole lot about this game. I think it's going to be pretty dark, pretty creepy. And I think I've heard it deals with like mental health issues, but I don't know the details. I'm always here when I can. I super appreciate it. Turike, how's it going? It's good to see you. Let's see, I know it's sad I never get to be here because of time zones. I don't even sweat about it. I just love it when you can join. But you guys are all so awesome and supportive. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, so I always have to check graphics every time I play a game. Just to be sure. My computer's pretty beefy. Oh, don't want very low. Let's keep everything on very high. I think gamma is just like changing the how bright it is. I'm not gonna mess with that. Combat difficulty auto. What do you guys think that means? Like, the more I suck, the easier it gets? That's kind of cool. I guess it'll get harder if I do well. Leftover homemade pizza from Pie Day. Yes, Andy was so sweet. She made us pizza pie for dinner last night. Which is funny. We were there was some confusion about the term pizza pie because of the different cultures and whatnot. That was fun in the Discord last night. Hey, I'm lurking because I'm in multi-streams. Hey, Ghosty, welcome back. I guess we'll just leave all that. I'm going to turn subtitles on just in case I'm talking at the same time one of them starts talking. I try not to do that, but sometimes it happens. And I don't want anybody to miss anything because of my blabbering. So we'll keep the subtitles on. All right, I think that's everything. Hellblade feature. I don't know what that is. We could try that after beating the game. Let's do this. Interesting name. Senua's Sacrifice. I like going into games completely blind. I might have seen a trailer like years ago, but I don't remember anything about it.
Hello. Who are you? Doesn't matter.
Tell me how the volume is too, guys.
Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others.
Volume is okay? Thanks.
You about Senua. Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
The voice sounded weird in my headphones.
It's breathing.
I hear like different voices.
You can feel her coming closer. She's getting they're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
Graphics are really good.
Why is she doing this? They're watching. They can feel her coming. She's doing this for him.
They can feel you coming. They're coming. Very cool stereo. Yeah, if you guys have headphones, this sounds pretty cool. Hopefully the stereo comes through on headphones on stream.
I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true.
Oh, I can move the camera.
Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the
And
dark
Muhammad,
has
you've been feeling
changed
down
him,
lately? I'm
just
sorry
like
about
it
that, dude.
changed her.
What's up?
Can you see them? Over there.
Nate, welcome back. Let's see. Depressed. I'm not exactly sure what the plot of this game is.
Up ahead.
I know it's supposed to be dark and intense and kind of about mental health stuff.
You promised you gave me.
Yes. It is
That's
real
creepy.
after all.
And spiritual.
Finally
Captain said our
arrived in
streams
the
were cool.
land of
She's so
Senua.
sweet to say that.
The place the Northmen call Hell.
I like this credit sequence. Very dynamic. We're not just staring at words.
Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
Something's trying to keep us away from here. Oh, Muhammad, life's been hard on you? I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Yeah, if you want, you can always message me. You know, we can kind of like talk about things too.
The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell.
Well, there's a body in the water right there.
The dead don't always lie still here. This is not a place of rest.
I think this game has combat. Oh, Captain, thank you so much for the cheers.
They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you.
Those stereo voices are creeping me out. Dude just got staked.
Stop. Can you feel them watching? They're watching her.
She kind of reminds me of the girl from that game Horizon Zero Dawn. Like her style.
You're so close to the darkness. Go back. Can you feel it?
The sound effects. It sounds like it's like right over my shoulder.
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years.
What the hell happened here? There's just bodies everywhere.
It just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her.
Yeah, I kind of went into this with
Like
no
trying to
expectations.
Turn away.
I
Always
think
there,
it's
just out of sight.
partly like a story-focused
Where you're
game,
most vulnerable.
but I think there's action too.
It's like it knows that just enough light.
Oh, look at that. Is that a cow's head or something? Or
is
horse
all
head?
You need to see its suffocating power.
Bodies everywhere. Great vibes. It's a nice, chill stream. I should have done this last night. You guys go watch it when you're going to bed. Although, actually, for Spiritual and Captain, you guys are probably going to bed pretty soon, so this will mess you up. I know, there's bodies all
You
over
might
the
think
ceiling.
She's brave to go on this journey on her own.
Some of them look kind of fresh. Some of them are kind of rotting.
Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper.
I need to pay more attention to what the voices are saying. I'm also just trying to soak everything in. Oop, I lost control of the camera. So these voices are trying to tell us to go back. We shouldn't be here. And they're telling us we're like afraid. You're not trying to act like an old lady and stay awake for a bit? Oh, that's good. I know, I always have to go to bed early during the week. Although I usually stay up a little too late.
What is she looking at?
But on the weekends I stay up super late.
What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts.
It's like she's looking at where the voices are coming from in my headphones.
Get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us.
It's fun while it lasts though, isn't it, Captain?
There's no going back.
Oh, the camera. It's like our camera point of view is like creating the voices. She looked like right at us.
Away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Oh, you're dark. I've had that happen a couple times where my dogs freak out about something and it's dark and I'm playing a scary game. Scares the bejeebers out of me. Alright, so now I'm playing. Okay, what are the controls? Right trigger kind of zooms in a little bit. And I think that's it so far. Is that Tilda Swinton? Is that a voice actress? I'm not sure. What's this stone? This reminds me of that stone from Detroit.
Look closer. Look.
Magic stone.
Use your eyes. Why isn't she looking closer? She needs to look closer. Focus.
Do
Oh.
not forget my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there.
Do not forget my
The
stories.
burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate. But gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the River of Knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
I recognize these names of places. I don't remember where from, though. Like, it might be from some kind of mythology? It looks like God of War. It does a little bit. Me forgetting what's been said as soon as it's been said. Do not forget the story. Okay, all right. I know. Sometimes I feel like I'm... What's that character in that one fish from Finding Nemo? You tell her something and then 5 seconds later it's just gone. Norse mythology. That's it. Thank you. Yeah, Niflheim and some of those places. God, they would do a really good job with the surround sound in this game. See, I keep finding more and more games to buy, but I have like $10. Luckily, I could stop buying games right now and probably never have to buy another game in my life. My backlog is huge, although I can't stop buying games. This is a creepy ass swamp. Let's see, is she gonna jump this log? There we go. Inspiration for Dory was me. That's how I feel. Oh, it's getting dark. They're coming. Coward, get out. Ooh, I don't like being in this deep, murky water. It's getting all screwed up looking. What the heck was that?
Hungers for it. Like a pack of wolves.
I'm kind of glad I'm not playing this at night. This is a good game to play during the day for me. Well, look at that sky. It's like tearing apart. This is a trip. That doesn't look good. If I end up screaming in my room, I'm blaming you. Yeah, don't... well, your roommate's watching, so she'll understand, right? I don't want to know what it was. Yeah, I have a feeling this game's going to have some dark reveals of what's going on. Oh, it's nice again. Holy crap, look at that thing. That's awesome.
Land of mist and fog. The old fool was right.
I have to listen to like 3 voices at once.
The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
I'm assuming that's Senua. That's somebody's head. We're looking for the person whose head that belonged to? What? Senua, sorry. What'd I say? Senua?
I hear you.
He's there, you know it.
There's no doubt about
He's
it.
lost.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim.
They're called
And the goddess Hela holds his soul there.
There's so many voices, the subtitles can't keep up.
Her dear beloved, Dillian.
That's the head of Dylan? Hey, Jacob, how's it going? I'm doing really well. How are you doing? I got Friday off. Life is good. Playing a weird, creepy-ass game.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? Why doesn't she turn back?
Yeah, I think we're just going straight ahead.
She wants to rescue.
I don't know if we need to explore and find things. I don't know if this game has, like, items to pick up. See, the voice makes me think about Kate Blanchett. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Still lives. She needs to save his soul. She wants his soul to be at peace. She needs to lay him to rest.
Oh, what was that
He's
show? My wife likes to watch a show, True Blood. And in that show, the main character can, like, hear other people's voices, and it kind of drives her a little nuts, too. Kind of makes me think of that.
She can't.
I've only watched a little bit of the show.
She needs to try.
So it looks like this used to be filled with water. There's a bunch of, like, destroyed boats. So we can turn the game up? Oh, yeah, for sure.
She forgets too.
Oh, well, oh, this is what it looks like when I use the mouse. I've been using a controller. Let me swap out real quick and crank the volume up just a wee bit. Okay.
The old fool said there was a hidden path.
Oh, it's your birthday, Jacob. Happy birthday, dude. That's awesome.
Shall we?
Got anything cool planned for today? I remember Amelia was in True Blood. I forget which character she played, but I remember people mentioning that. Although, honestly, I don't know a whole lot about the show, so I probably wouldn't know which character it is, even if I heard the name. So we need to get up to that bridge. We have to get up to that gate somehow. Maybe we go under this? What was that sound? I heard it sounded like screaming coming from that structure over there. Like a woman screaming almost. Does the sound, is it better now, Ginger? Sometimes it's hard to tell because if there's nothing loud going on in the game, it's hard to tell if it's the right volume. So I'm guessing we go up this way. Oh, we're going to visit the grandparents on Sunday. Nice. I hardly ever do anything on my birthday. It's usually pretty chill, just like a nice dinner or something with the wife. Because usually my birthday lands on a weekday. We usually celebrate on Saturdays. This year, it landed on Saturday. It was fantastic. Let's see, I haven't watched the show either. She plays someone named Piper. She's like the daughter of someone important. My wife would know for sure. So I think we have to zoom into these.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds.
Here we go.
The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell
My
in
wife's going back to
Jotunheim.
work.
The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell
Sneaky
in
Andy.
Hell, and that is where you must travel.
She'll probably jump back on from work. I'm guessing we'll see her in chat again later. So this is where we're going to get the lore dumps, I think. That also might be a save point. I'm not sure if you can die in this game, but if you can, I would guess you would start back at one of those stones. Let's see, on my 18th birthday, my sister had to study for an exam, and my mom was working hard, so I spent the whole day at bed home. That's not a fun 18th birthday. I'm sorry, dude. I don't even remember what I did for my 18th birthday, to be honest. I can remember my 21st birthday. Not my 18th. Okay, so I'm guessing we're going to wrap... Ooh, yeah, there's a bridge up there. Oh, there's a run button. It's like the left bumper. I wouldn't have thought to press that. Okay.
Are you scared? You should be scared. This isn't right.
I don't like these voices. Are you scared? Yes.
What's she waiting for?
They're laughing at me. You hear that?
Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
This is like the creepiest narration of a game ever. Let's see, on my 18th birthday, my mom was in another country, and she felt so bad she had hidden a gift for me in her socks drawer. Aw, and texted me the location. That's really cute. Very thoughtful. Why is this door all evil?
It's going to hurt you. It's dangerous.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them.
Don't listen.
I was just hiding. I find I live longer.
It's getting darker.
I'll never let the bastards catch me again. Never! Wait,
Oh shit.
who are you?
It's just a memory.
Drew? Is that you?
Around you now.
I think it's just a spirit.
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar.
He's lost.
An old fool.
Druth.
Druth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
That looks like a real person, practically. Not like an animated
Tell me your story.
CG person.
I'm listening.
The rune.
It is real footage.
The gates
Okay.
to hell. Focus your inner eye,
That looked really cool.
and you too will see.
Hey, Chivy,
what's
welcome.
hidden in plain sight.
So we have to zoom in on that. Let me catch up real quick. Usually I just spend the entire day with my best friend. We go do whatever the hell we want. That sounds good too, Nate. Let's see. Birthdays used to remind me of bad things as well, mostly because my dad. But now it's getting better. Good. You got to make new memories. Kind of forget about the bad times, Captain. Let's see. Usually involves hiking and lunch. I need to go hiking more. Spending birthdays with best friends is the best. My birthdays, it's funny. My birthdays usually become like a big event. I've always thrown big birthday parties, and now my wife throws me huge birthday parties. We call them John Con, like Comic Con or something like that. We just call it John Con, and we usually get like 20 plus, sometimes like up to 30 people, all my friends together, because I have a lot of friends I've known since high school still in the area, and it's just like a huge party. And we usually do a theme too. This last year we did a vampire theme. The whole house was dark. We had like red lights everywhere, all kinds of themed like alcoholic drinks, like vampire style. It was really fun. Hey, Muhammad. See, birthdays are when I allow myself to procrastinate sleep and spend a little more on food and money. There you go. All right, let's open this door.
I can see one.
Hold it in your mind's eye.
Yeah, my friends coined that phrase John Con years ago. Let's see, find one you like to open the gate. So I need to zoom in on something in particular, huh? Let's see, what am I... Oh, look at that. It's like right in the middle of the screen. Oh, do I have to match that outline? Is that what it's asking me to do? I can see a faint outline in the middle of the screen. Think I should stream next weekend? Probably will, Mohammed. What did you, is there something in particular you want to stream? It looks like it should be right there, but that doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, there we go. Okay, I didn't do something right.
Stop. It's the secret.
You're telling me there's something I can't see. Maybe there's something on a wall I need to match this up with. Let's try the door again. Nope. Resident Evil 2. I beat that game though, but it'd be fun to go back to that one. Let's see. Speaking of birthdays, did we ever find out how old you are, John? No, I don't. I thought I mentioned it on stream before. Do you guys have a guess of how old I am? I was trying to let everybody in the chat guess. Dang it. What am I supposed to do here? Nope, nope. They said focus. Maybe there's another symbol I'm missing. Let's see. Oh, you need to stream Resident Evil, so I want to see it so bad, but it's too expensive for me to buy. You know, it's really funny. One of the main enemies in the game is called Mr. X. Somebody did a mod to Resident Evil 2 where it plays this, I'm trying to think of the name of the artist. But it's like a rap song, and it's called X Gonna Give It To You. So every time he appears, it starts playing that song, and it's really funny. 32? Not too bad. Captain, you say 27? You're a little bit further. Not as old as me? How old are you, Chibi? Oh, you're right. Look at all these symbols. Holy crap. They're all over the place. 23? You're getting colder, Jacob. How far back do I need to go? They told me I couldn't go back once I went there. Okay. So I think it's going to be one of those symbols back here. Oh, and replace Mr. X. I saw someone replace Mr. X with like Thomas the Train. Oh, here we go. Thomas the Train. It's really funny.
Look towards the gate.
Oh, it's like a shadow in the wall. Can we interact with this now? Oh, maybe there's more we need to find. 35? You're getting close, Captain. 42. You're right, Chibi. I'm not quite as old as you. I see. I think it's open now. Oh, it's all blue now. Yeah.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it. It's dangerous.
Oh, you got it, Captain. Good job.
Where would it take
You are correct.
It worked.
There we go.
I spent 6 years enslaved in hell, but I watched the Northmen.
37.
Learned their
What?
ways.
I know you.
Is that a shocker?
You listen?
People tell me I look young for my age. That's a good thing, right?
My people pay the heavy
You don't look
price.
37. Oh, thank you. I think.
Carry my
It's
stories
funny.
with
When
you.
you're young, you want to look older.
Together we will
When
make
you're
the
older,
Northmen
you want to
feel
look younger.
our fury.
Okay, now we're making our way there. Holy cow.
Another voice
Hope you're not
joined
afraid of heights. Hey, Verdant.
tried to make them
This game
go
is
away.
called Hellblade: Senua's
They
Sacrifice.
weren't real.
It's really creepy so far.
What is that?
This Senua, the main character, she's trying to get to this crazy looking structure with, I think, the head of like her husband or something. And she's hearing all these crazy voices telling her to go back. Let's see, Jake, I'm glad I look younger. Yeah. You don't look 37 and I don't look 42. That's good genes, right?
I guess it's the same with heights. You can stand on the edge, pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near.
I don't know if I have any control. Oh, I think I do have control over this. I have to be careful.
Slip. You can't just wish things away.
That'd be a sad place to die. I wonder if we're going to meet some of these voices that we're hearing, like as spirits or something. Let's see, depressed. I was going to say 30, but thought that you might be younger and have a weird feeling telling the wrong age. You know, I think a lot of people are more worried about telling somebody that they're too old, because that could be offensive. I don't care either way, but...
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki.
Loki.
The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
Oh, our husband was like sacrificed. I'm guessing it's husband. I guess it could be kid or something. We don't know yet. Sorry, big fan of mythology and Marvel Comics. I know, when are we going to see Thor? You know, they keep saying Hela, but every time I hear Hela, we're playing Life is Strange. I'm playing that with my wife, and they say Hela in that a lot. I keep thinking back to that. Let's see, Verdant Girl, I'm 21, but people always mistake me for a middle or high school student. That could be a problem. Especially if you go out drinking or something. Let's see, what's down there? This looks like the way I'm not supposed to go, so I need to check this out first. Let's see. Honestly, the most uncomfortable part of customer service is trying to figure out if someone qualifies for the senior discount or not. Oh man, I bet that would be a bummer. If they looked it, I would probably just give it to them. Here you go. Even if you're not 65, you look it. Have a discount. Was this a shortcut backwards? Where are we going? No, this is new. Oh, now it's raining. That rain looks really cool.
Stay back. Look at it. You have to open it.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him.
Uh-oh.
Shh. Someone's here.
That voice sounds like it's helping us. The one that kind of sounds like Kate Blanchett. I think that's a friendly voice. Let's see. Captain. Oh, Captain and Nate, you're both 23. Someone asked you if you were older than 16, Captain? Oh my goodness.
You took him from me.
I think we're talking to Hela right now.
I beg you. Let him go. I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore.
This is eerie.
Just give him back.
Oh crap, look at her hand. What the hell is happening? It's like corrupting us. It's going up our arm. We did something wrong. The acting was really good in that scene too. Oh shh. What's going on? I have to fight? Who is this guy? I have a weapon. How do I dodge? Oh, I'll kick you. What's going on? I don't know the controls. Oh man. Oh, there's another one. Can I dodge or anything or block? Oh, there's block. Okay. I gotta figure out how to dodge or something. Bad demon, quit corrupting my arm.
End it. No. This is nearly the end.
Oh, that noise, that growling is creepy. Oh. She's a badass. Oh, crap. Those guys I can't even hit. What do I do? Ah! I can't hit them. I can block. Do I need to run away? I can, like, parry them. Oh, crap. I don't know what to do, guys. Shit. Did I just die? Get the hell out of there. What is going on? See, who would play this girl in a movie? That's hard to tell now. She's all covered in blood. I'm so confused yet scared. Are we dead?
A vision of what's to come.
That wasn't us.
Senua.
What?
The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head the seed of the soul, until there is nothing left of her.
It's telling us what's going to happen to us. You gotta chop off that arm.
All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
So that was like a premonition, because we tried to bargain with Hela. So we got grayscale. That's kind of what I thought too. The dark rot will grow each time you fail. If the rot reaches Senua's head, her quest is over. Oh snap. And all progress will be lost. What? Wait a second. So now that sounds like I have like a limited continue system. Like Hangman. Is he depressed? Okay, I'm staying up all night now. Sorry about that. This is crazy.
That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow. Whatever the cost.
What is her vow? Let's see, you can die, but every time you die, you'll be closer and closer to the actual death. That's a really cool way of having limited lives, you know? Then it's game over. And we'll probably slowly see it corrupt her arm.
The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravn. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
That kind of reminds me of God of War. We have to go around killing gods to accomplish our goal. This is crazy. You're right, now I can't unhear Hela. A very different kind of Hela. Let's try this one first.
Valravn, ancestor of the seers and master of ravens. He hunts his prey with his powers of illusion and feasts on their remains.
Whoa, where'd it take me?
Follow the path to Valravn and defeat him in battle to earn his mark. The gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it.
Holy cow, guys. Okay, we're still in here. I think that was just kind of showing us where we have to go. So I can't do combat right now. I guess it's just when there's enemies. Can you swing your weapon? But we can jog. I'm not going to spend a lot of time like looking through each nook and cranny because I don't think there's items to pick up. I think we're just going to like look at stuff and check things out. This is a hell of a game. But oh, here's something. Lore dump.
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice. Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father.
There's another name I recognize. Let's see, how do I even find this game? You'll find, watching my streams, we are going to be playing a lot of off-the-beaten-track kind of games. I try to find games that get good reviews and people really like, but aren't necessarily mainstream. Doesn't mean I won't play mainstream games, like Resident Evil 2, things like that. There's certain games I'm like really excited for, but I also like to play different games, just things that are really unique and kind of special, especially story-focused games. Let's see, I saw this game on Steam all the time for a while. It did get really good reviews, but it is still like a... Like, it looks really nice, but I think it's a small game. Like, it wasn't developed by a lot of people with a big budget. It just happens to look fantastic. Too spooky to play alone, Nate? Well, we'll knock it out together. Can you guys hear the voices, like, in the background pretty clearly? They're kind of quiet, but they say some funny stuff I've been hearing. Like, you're gonna die. You can't do that. What are you doing? You're saving me hours browsing Steam, and I appreciate that a lot. And every once in a while, I'll show you guys like a truly awful game, but just because it's so bad, it's funny. Because I also enjoy those kind of games. Sounds okay? Alright, good. Oh, there's a door. Focus. So we have to find that symbol, I think.
Illusion hides the path to Valravn. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
Yeah, if you guys listen to this with headphones, you might hear what I'm hearing. At first it sounded like he was coming from over here, and then it sounded like he walked behind me, and then he was in this ear. It's kind of cool. Are you going to bed, Mohammed? Well, thank you so much for dropping in, dude. It was good chatting with you again. And yeah, hope to see you again soon, man. Get some good sleep. Ghosty boy. Okay, so we're trying to look for that symbol right now, I think. Oh, there's a drawbridge.
It's a door. No, it's not. Push it. Push it. Push it. Come on. Come on. She did it.
She did it. She did it. Let's see, I put my earbuds in and holy hell, this is spookier. Yes, with earbuds or any kind of headphones, you get a really cool surround sound effect. I'm hoping you get the same thing I do. I'm not sure how it transfers on the stream. That's not right. It looks like the creepiest wedding archway I've ever seen. We should walk through it. You can hear the voices switch ears. Yeah, it's really cool, like they're surrounding me almost.
It's funny.
Oh, the door
see
opened.
Behind the veil, don't we? Once we do,
Let's drop down.
we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there.
It transferred pretty well. Good. I wasn't sure if streams play in stereo or in mono. Because if it was mono, you wouldn't get that surround sound effect. It's stereo? Okay, good. What's interesting is it doesn't give me any prompts on the screen to press A. Like, I'm not sure what I can actually interact with, I just have to test it out.
Close her eyes. However hard she tried. Begged.
The lighting's really good in this game. Just mash A all the time. I used to do that in like the old Resident Evil games because you can never tell what you could pick up an item from. Like desks and stuff, you just keep mashing A. This door's not lit up. Can we open it? She's pretty strong. This looks like a big room for a battle. Hey, therapy! You'll be in lurk mode, have to finish some things for work. Oh, no problem. Thanks for dropping in.
You gaze into the relentless darkness. All that lurks within it can see you too.
There's a body on that altar. You guys see that? Well, that sounds frustrating. The old Resident Evil games, they had some jank to them. I love them, but they definitely have made improvements since then. That's gross. I'm mashing A. Can't interact with this guy. I wish I hadn't seen that. Ooh, look at those feet. It looks like it's not a person. Speaking of bodies, holy crap. Oh, there's another door. That's not the door we came from, right? No, that's where we came from. Okay. Uh-oh.
Close.
This punk. Alright. This one I can hit. Okay, that's dodge. I gotta get good at parrying, because it seems like you leave them open for a stun when you do that.
It's nearly over. Finish it. She finished it.
Oh, I can dodge. Nice. No, you don't. Oh, check it out. It leaves cuts on them when you slice them. Wrong button. Go down.
Find a good position.
Nice. So you can parry. Then you do extra damage.
Finish this. End it now.
How many of these guys do I have to deal with? Oh crap, he came out of nowhere. Nice. There we go. Oh, I saw the save icon. I think we're done. Okay, let's try that door again.
The Northmen will not stop her. She will find what she's looking for.
So she's saying those are the Northmen. Dang. Getting like some Blair Witch vibes here. Check out the reflection in the water. Definitely a pretty game.
Valravan's power of illusion comes from ravens. Align the ravens to break his magic seal.
Okay, so we have to find that icon.
Look how much it's changed.
Whoa. I don't like that that guy's eyes are glowing now. So we're looking for the symbol somewhere. That first time we had to go back a little bit in the cave. I'm not sure if we have to do the same thing here. No, I think it's in that room. Maybe it's up there.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
The ravens. Oh, can we climb up here? I'm gonna get stuck in that corner. See, I'm just looking because I need to eat. Sorry. Oh, no worries. Yeah, definitely get some food. Sustenance is important. I'm trying to find a way up to align these symbols. I don't think I can climb on anything here. Oh, maybe we can align them this way. Like, are those the symbol it's talking about? No. What are we trying to align here, guys? Before they were these kind of like glowy symbols like that we had to find. You know what? I think we do have to get up there. And then we're going to look down and it's going to align on the door. So how do we get up there? It kind of looks like we can go up that way. So let's try to find a way around. Let's see how we can get up there. Gotta be a way up. Unless I just straight up missed like some ladder. That'd be embarrassing. Can't go that way. I feel like this is too far backwards. I think we missed something. Plus the music stopped. The hanging bones. Well, let's try. Because it doesn't give me the button prompts. Maybe I just need to mash A better. Let's see if there's anything she might want to climb. There are like ropes going across this thing. Okay, so none of that is working. Let's go back to this one. No. Come on, Senua. You gotta climb something. What about this thing? Why is this all glowy? It's awfully suspicious. Oh wait, is that kind of like a ladder thing right there? You see that? Oh, I wish she would grab onto that. That'd be cool, and then she can shimmy her way over. Maybe there's a way on this side. What do we see? Maybe the tree. No, that'd be too convenient. I feel like I'm missing something very basic. I don't think this game has like a map or anything. Wait, how did I miss that? Was this always here? In real life, she could climb all of those things. I know. It's frustrating. Seriously, I'm going to go back and watch the video. Was that hole always there, or am I just blind as a bat? I could have sworn I walked up here multiple times. There's just a big gaping hole. I feel super derpy right now. I'm not sure. Okay, so now let's line these images up. There we go.
Something's shifting. Something's happened.
Ta-da!
Shifting. Can you feel it?
Alright, what's behind door number 3? Probably nothing good.
Do you feel it too? It's like crossing into another world that looks the same but feels different. An imposter world where the forest itself is watching.
An imposter world. Because it's not real? Nope, not going that way. This kind of looks like a ruined castle or something. That was a weird noise. I don't know if you heard that. It sounded like a dying animal. I see it came back from Brian's stream because it's more chill even with this creepy game. What's Brian playing right now?
Stay back. It's not safe. Don't listen to them. Listen, listen. Don't.
There's more of those symbols, but they're not lit up.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
Okay, so now we have to get up there. Okay, I kind of see how this game's working. Red Dead Redemption. Oh, that was such a good game. It's a little slow. It was really long, but I had a lot of fun in that game.
Line up the ravens.
I didn't play multiplayer. I only played the single player. Okay, so she has to climb up here somehow. He streamed almost every day this week, but I missed most of them. Aw.
If you hear the soul of Raven, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But be aware of his illusions. You can't always trust your eyes.
You can't always trust your eyes. Multitasking, that's how we do it. How do I get up there? The stream is better tonight for me. Oh, you were having connection problems, weren't you, Chibi? We need to climb up there somehow. Come on, Senua, you can climb. I have faith in you. I definitely feel like we need to get up there. Oh my god, you guys see that? Look at this thing. There's like eyeballs. Oh, they're gone. You see those eyeballs right there? That voice is terrifying. Oh my goodness. Where is that voice coming from? Could this voice just not, please? We're getting closer. I think it's coming from this way. It's getting louder. Okay, now it's getting quieter. Oh.
Challenge me.
There he is. This is who was making that sound. Somebody get that guy a lozenge. Let's see if I can buy Red Dead 2 disc and still play online. Yeah, if you buy just the disc version, I think you can still play it online. I bought the disc version.
Where is he?
I think you have to have Xbox Live or PlayStation Plus, though, to do that. I thought he was right here. Was it just this statue? Where'd he go? Oh, he's over there now. How the hell do we get over there? I didn't hear great things about Red Dead 2 Online. It would probably be fun if you were like role-playing, but if you're just going for like straight action, I haven't heard great things. I don't think we can get over there from here. I think we might need to backtrack. Because Senua refuses to climb anything. So let's go up and around. That sound is just creepy as hell. So I think he's over this way. He's like right behind this wall. How do I get over there? Can I open this yet? Nope. I don't know how to get over to him. There must be a secret. Don't give up now. Just follow the murdery voice. Totally normal. Doesn't the environment change when you pass through the glowing gates? Well, when you, like this door right here, once we activated that, it changed this thing, so now I know I need to line those up to open up the door, but I have to somehow get up there, but I don't think I can until I do something with this creepy voice. I think that's what we have to do. It's a little cryptic. See, I actually loved how people were randomly doing things like lassoing, shooting in the air. And that's where it's kind of cool, I think, is it's like the role-playing. People just kind of goofing off and doing Western kind of things. Speaking of this environment changing, how did I get up there again? Maybe you... Oh my goodness. I totally missed this the first time. You were completely right. Turkey, look at that. So like, it's just like a stone wall right now, right? Check this out. What? Now we can pass through there. That's insane. Okay. So, let's see where else we can do that. I have to see what else changes. Well, so let's go back up here. Maybe there was another one I missed. That's what it was talking about earlier when it said sometimes things aren't as they appear. It's like a false... What? It's like a false world. So let's look for another gate down here. Like right here. Here's another gate. So what changes when we look through here? Anything? Maybe if we go the other way. Oh, you see that? That wall disappears. We have to go back the other way. This is cool. Now we're getting closer. I think we're gonna have to cross that bridge. Don't give up now. Are we gonna have to fight him?
Fight me!
He's huge. And he's gone. Dang it. You stupid. Those voices are funny.
Wouldn't be the first time. Last winter, before the tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries, roots, and rabbits. It's not uncommon, you see. We call such a person a gout.
I think he's... Oh wait, I missed it. I have to go through the gate again.
Others, like Senua,
There we go.
purge a curse. Those who make it back are forever changed.
Do I prefer to buy games on disc or PlayStation Store? I always used to be a disc guy. And for the current consoles, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, I still prefer discs and Switch. But I think next generation, I'm going to go all digital because more and more discs are kind of not really the entire game. I've seen a lot of times where you buy a disc, like with Kingdom Hearts 3, the ending is not on the disc. So I always felt like if I buy the disc, like I own it, I have everything, I don't have to worry about online. Now a lot of times when you buy the disc, you don't get the entire game, you have to download stuff online just to complete the game. Sometimes the disc is like really buggy, so you have to put it in and get all the patches for the game to work. And I think it was Resident Evil Revelations. There's like a compilation on the Switch that had 1 and 2. If you buy the cartridge, the little SD card looking thing, you only get 1. You have to download 2, so it's like not even the whole thing. So I might go with the convenience of downloading just because discs aren't what they used to be. But I have a lot of physical media. See, I think we can open this door from this side. Made a shortcut. One nice thing about discs, though, is it's easy to let friends borrow them, and you can sell them back when you're done if you want. I personally never sell my games. Okay, so he's up there. Yes, that is really nice to be able to share that stuff. One nice thing about Blu-rays is they don't really scratch. Like, it's kind of hard to scratch a Blu-ray. DVDs, those will get scratched all the time. And Nate, you just go for the better deal. Save that money. I hear you. That's why I do a lot of stuff on PC now. Oh, he's gone. You can get a lot of good deals on PC games. Yeah, I always felt like having all these discs meant that I have a collection. All these games are always going to work. But I feel like with discs now, like for example, I have Evil Within on the PlayStation 4. If you don't patch that game, it's like worthless. Like you have to patch the game for it to be playable. So if they shut down like the PlayStation 4 downloads and I try to play that game again in 10 years and I don't have it, you know, all the patches downloaded, if I put in a new PS4, install the game, it's going to be broken. Like it won't even work. So in that case, it's like, having the disc doesn't even really help me versus having it online. It's not like games used to be.
She can get up now. What's happening? She can get up now. How can she get up?
Wait, where can I get up?
A trick. Valravan. Tricking her. Valravan. How can she get up? Bait. It's him. Dark magic draws her closer.
I'm missing something.
It's not him. He's helping her. It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's an illusion.
I'm trying to see what's different. Oh, I see. There's a path up to where we need to go. See, that's where we can't get to. But now we can see it. Is there a shortcut to get up there? Oh, Super JMF, thank you for the host. How are you guys doing? What were you guys playing? Okay, so now we can get up there. That's what we've been trying to do this whole time. It better not be a trick. I don't want to go all the way back and it's like not there. Ghosty boy, I told Super to rate you. Well, thank you, Ghosty. And welcome, Super. And everybody in the raid. I could have sworn I already opened this door. Why did I have to pull that off again? He was playing Apex. Oh, cool. I haven't played that game yet. I've heard good things. But I'm not really big into the whole Battle Royale thing. I played a little bit of Fortnite, and that's about it. But it looks really cool. He's trash, but it's life. You know what I think might be fun is that Tetris Battle Royale game, that Tetris 99, but I'm not playing for the Switch Online, so I can't do it. Yeah, hey, I'm decent. Now we can open that door. This is a trippy puzzle game, guys. That kind of blew my mind when I saw going through those gates change the world. Alright, let's finally see what's behind this door. Yeah, there's a Tetris Battle Royale. It has 99 players, all playing at the same time.
We picture fear, and we think of a shadow in the woods, a creature in the night. If only it were that simple.
This looks like Dark Souls or something.
The worst kind comes without warning. A deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it
It's
doesn't
too
mean that it's
big.
not already here.
Just because you can't see the threat doesn't mean it's not already here. That's creepy.
Has to find another route. Truth says there's always.
Let's see. Me and Club Penguin. What's Club Penguin?
Find your own path. There's a different way.
So we're finding a way around. Oh. I don't like these walls, guys. Something bad's gonna happen here. They're all moving. Yep, it's fight time. Oh crap, wrong button. It's been so long since I fought, I forgot how to block.
He's down. Finish it.
So I gotta be careful about getting killed because of the limited lives. That's so cool. When you hit them, you actually see the damage of your cuts. It's kind of realistic. Oh crap, there's two of them.
You can anticipate their moves. Watch out! Behind you! Watch out!
Oh crap. Have to watch out for both of them now. Oh no. There we go. I can take on one at a time. Two at a time's a little tough. Kick him. There we go. That breaks their block if you kick them. Ooh, I was getting hurt there. My screen was turning red. Okay, what do I do in this room? Oh, there's a new way to go. That was insane. When they start throwing multiple guys, it gets tricky. I think this is the way to go. Yeah, here's another one of these stones. Let's hear more about Loki and Thor.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea.
That's not pleasant.
They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
They're just like using them for parts to make the world. That's crazy. Aw, looks like he was just trying to cook a stew. Poor guy. What is the story behind all this? A weird mental image. I know, using the eyebrows for walls. His skull for, what do they say, like a bowl for the sky? This is a long path. I don't think they're going to make us go
Do you know
back.
what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones, to head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return.
I still really want to know what her mission is.
Senua does. Because when darkness speaks,
She's trying to save
changes
Dylan.
everything. Turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
That's an interesting statement. Exile makes you realize you were never home in the first place. That's deep. Okay, here's more of these symbols I think we're going to have to line up. Yep, there's the next door. Yeah, this game is really pretty for an indie game. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. There's that guy again. There's two of them.
The song. Balraven. Balraven's song. It's over here. It's over here. Is that? It's over there.
This game's confusing me, guys.
There's two.
Yeah, I think this was only made by a small team. Like, real cheap.
This reminds her of somewhere.
Let's see, depressed gotta go. About to go to bed, get a notification from you. Oh, sorry about that. You messed up my sleep schedule, sir. I'm sorry. But yes, you have a good night and get some good sleep, and thank you for dropping in.
She wanted to fight her own.
Oh, there's the same
darkness.
developer that did Devil May
She thought
Cry?
she could
That's
beat
awesome.
her own darkness. Did she beat her darkness? No. It nearly killed her, but she tried.
How are we gonna line all these things up?
If it wasn't for Druth, she'd be dead. She can't beat her own darkness.
These voices are
She
talking
wanted to
trash. I
marry
don't
him.
appreciate them.
She came to beat her own darkness and marry him.
Okay, we can't cross
She
there.
didn't work. She thought her curse would affect him. She thought her curse would spread to him.
I want to try to
She thought
go
she'd
to where
bring
those
the
bodies
darkness
were.
to him too.
There was one
She
up
who
here,
died,
but now it's
She
gone.
thought the curse made her tainted.
Druth helped her.
Be sassy Chloe and trash back the voices. Oh, sassy Chloe. Oh, there's a bridge we can knock down. How do I get over there? I love those sass battles. Those are fun. Okay, these like symbols are literally everywhere. There's a bridge. Yeah, we might play more Life is Strange tonight when my wife gets off work. I'm not sure. We'll see how we feel. More how she feels. I'm always down to play games. Oh, there's another one of those doors, so we're gonna need that. Or, not doors, there's gateways that change the world. Game of Thrones! Alright, we'll definitely watch Game of Thrones, Andy. We are on season 6 of Game of Thrones right now. Okay, what did that change? Oh, see there's a wall right there. When I peek through here, oop. Now we can get up. Looks like there's some ramps. So let's go back and check that out. This is such a cool game mechanic. It's like I can't imagine how difficult the programming is to figure that kind of stuff out. Alright, so now we can go upstairs and probably line up some of those symbols. Let's try this out. Oh, there's another gate. Oh, crap, I just fell. Whoops, I didn't know I could fall. Let's try that again. Okay. What are we trying to line up here, guys? There's got to be something up here. This is definitely not where I need to be to line up all the symbols. So how do I get up there? She won't jump. I know she can fall. And what was the point of coming up here? Maybe just to show us that gate right there? Let's see if we can get up there. Oh, here's a path. This might get us up there. Oh, here's another little lore dump.
The Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear.
Ouch.
And he dedicated a sacrifice to himself. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a cry and gathered them in his mind and learnt them. Then he fell from the tree.
He hung himself and then stabbed himself. That's a sacrifice. Okay, so nothing else to do in here, just get that, I think. Okay. Seriously. What are you doing, Odin? Oh man, I don't think there's any way to get up here. There's a door, though. I did not open this door yet. This path is all new. So we probably need to find another... Oh, you know what? I have an idea. I have an idea. It might not be correct. Bear with me. So, when I went through this gate over here, you know how it opened up that wall, right? Or no, now that I went through the gate, the wall's open. But when I don't go through the gate and change it, I can go in that door that I just opened, and things inside there might be different, so I can get up to that other gate. So let's try this out. I'm going to go this way. So that just changed the configuration. So now I can no longer walk in through there. It's closed, but I can go in through this door. So let's see if anything's changed inside here. So let's climb back up here. Yeah, check it out. I think the path works now. Because when we opened up that hole in the wall, it also broke this path. So now we can go all the way across. Tricky game designers. Okay, so what is this going to change now? This is tricky. I'm not sure what we're looking to change. Wait, what's down here? Oh, just an empty path. Okay. This game is neat. It's really trippy. I'm trying to like pay attention to what changes when I look through this gate and when I don't. I don't see much changing except for the placement of these symbols. Like that one. But that's not correct to line them up. What about if I go through the other way? Does that change anything? Nah, I don't think that's right. Maybe we just have to go through it and then start exploring to see what's different. Let's try it.
The
So,
ravens. They've gone. They've gone. No, half of them have gone. They've gone. Some are still there. But where? Some are still there. Will ravens help you?
so we just got rid of some of the ravens, she
It's not
said.
helping. It's trick. Quiet.
Out in the wilds. In the cold winter.
I think we did something good. This game is so
She
creepy.
no longer felt fit for this
It's
world.
weird.
She always gave into the darkness.
Not giving up. We can do this.
She remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become.
So we must have changed something else out here. We can't cross that bridge. We have to be on the other side. I'm guessing it changed something on this side. No? We still can't cross here. Oh. Can we cross right there? That kind of looked like a bridge. There we go. This is new. I knew something had to change. Where is she? Okay. So I think we have to get up there somehow. Oh, we can probably push a bridge down. Let's see, where was that drawbridge? Right here. So now we have a path to get back. They just asked me, "Are you lost?" I'm very lost. This is where we need to be. There's another gate. So let's see what this changes. Oh, I get what these are doing now. Okay, so you see how there's a whole bunch of symbols, right? When I poke my head through here, see how most of them go away? What it's doing is it's getting rid of the false symbols, so you only see the ones that you need to open the door. It's basically making it less confusing. So let's walk through here.
The ravens. They were gone. No.
Still three.
There's three. Where have they gone?
So I think those symbols right there are the ones we need.
I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And the glow, the smallest hints of shape, sound, or thought, grew in strength until they consumed her whole. Before she knew it, the darkness had her in its claws.
Here we go. I think we have it lined up. Let's see, less confusing me, not understanding anything. Oh, I see. It is still really confusing. But now, all those other symbols have disappeared. So what I was trying to do is find symbols that I could line my vision up with that locked door. But there were so many, I had no idea which ones to line up. But we were able to eliminate all of them except for these. So I just have to line these guys up. See, right about here. I think. Is that right? There we go.
Broken. The gate is open. Open.
Kate Blanchett, professional troll.
There is no such thing as victory when it comes to the darkness.
Okay, how do I get back?
It's like it doesn't want to kill
I think I can use a bridge.
yet. You'll gnaw at her, biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find Dillion before her time comes?
See, Kate Blanchett wants the One Ring. Didn't she, like, reject the One Ring? I thought Frodo tried to give it to her, and she said, like, I would be too powerful with it or something. Like, it's too dangerous to give her the ring. I think that was in the first movie. It's been a long time. She got really creepy in that scene. She was all glowy and had those crazy eyes. I remember that scene was creepy, and the one where Bilbo tries to go for the ring and his face gets all scary. That was cool. Oh no, tell me you're a Lord of the Rings fan. I love Lord of the Rings. That's probably my favorite, like, series of movies, to be honest. I really got into those when they came out. I had never read the books, but I just fell in love with the movies. Let's see, it's in the first one. Yeah, she says something about being beautiful and terrible as the dawn. That sounds familiar. We're gonna have to fight here. You don't give a player this large circular area and not have a fight. Okay, I'm staying in the chat if you Lord of the Rings fans, unite. What did you think of the Hobbit movies compared to Lord of the Rings?
Overcome Valravan's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Senua. You have the sight.
We both see the darkness. We can fight it together.
So we need more symbols here? This is a really small area for that. Oh, there they are. They're right above me. I thought the Hobbit movies were good. I never read the Hobbit book, so I don't have that complaint that they just kind of, like, added a bunch of, like, fluff to make it a long, 3-movie trilogy. But I definitely liked Lord of the Rings more than the Hobbit movies. It definitely wasn't the same. It was neat seeing all the characters again, which I guess a lot of those characters, like Legolas, they weren't in the book. They just kind of added them in there, almost like as fan service. But I'm okay with that. They were still fun movies. And correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Amazon actually buy the rights to do a Lord of the Rings like TV series, kind of like Game of Thrones? I'm not sure if it's going to follow the books or if it's going to be a whole new story. But I thought I read that they're going to do that, and it's going to be on Amazon Prime. They probably could have done that in 2 movies. The Hobbit. I bet 2 movies would have been perfect. Yeah, it was made for children. I was excited about some scenes I'd heard about the Hobbit, though, like a Shelob, that big spider. I'm not a fan of spiders, but I like to see giant spiders in movies. They're pretty cool. Alright, let's see what's back here. I don't think I've checked this before. You've heard about it, a funny thing? Okay, I'm not going crazy. They haven't had any trailers or anything. I just heard news about it a while back. It's going to be before Lord of the Rings. That's cool. I'm guessing it's all new stories. I know that Tolkien did a few books that were not Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. What was it called? Like the Silmarillion, which is, I've heard, kind of like a history book. And there might have been another one. I don't remember. I wonder if they're going to take from that or if it's just going to be all new. Okay, now that we've gone through the gate,
Speak to me, Druth.
I think we can get to where we need to go.
Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan.
Crap, how do I get down? There we go.
The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return,
Catch and
his
release.
father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there,
There we
they
go.
betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born.
This room's a crazy puzzle.
The man that I am now. And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
Baron and Luthien. It takes place thousands of years before Lord of the Rings. Oh, that's cool. So it's going to be probably a lot of the stuff that was in the Silmarillion history books. Let's see. You've heard about it, excited, but a little wary. I'm always wary whenever somebody's making a new movie or game based on something I love, but I'm excited. I try to be positive. Let's see, I love the universe so much. I was very afraid at the same time it could be so great. I know. Do you guys watch Game of Thrones? Like, they're doing such a good job with that throw. It gets me more excited for TV shows, to be honest. Okay, I have to somehow get on the other side of that. And push that drawbridge down. Heck yeah, Game of Thrones. Yeah, we're on season 6, rewatching the whole thing. So I think we only have like 17 more episodes. Then we're all caught up. Oh, you're getting a tattoo? That's awesome from Lord of the Rings. Okay, I think I missed something. So if I go back through here, let's see, my mom and stepfather are watching Game of Thrones as we speak while I'm watching your stream. Have you watched Game of Thrones, Captain? See, I'm hoping to get another tattoo soon to cover up some old scars. Ooh. Some old scars, that's no bueno. I don't have any tattoos yet. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to get a tattoo. I might. Undecided. Okay, so that just makes that big thing I can walk over appear. I think I missed something. Oh, you don't like Game of Thrones? I won't kill you. Not for everybody. Different strokes for different folks. How about Breaking Bad? That was another one of my favorite television shows. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Verdant, you're not a Game of Thrones fan either? Yeah, George R.R. Martin, he needs to like stop screwing around and finish those books. Nate, you love Breaking Bad? I thought it was so well done, and it was short, like only 5 seasons, like a very digestible show, you know? Okay, we can't do it from here. I'm missing something, guys. I can't cross there. Yeah, it felt like a show that they knew how they wanted to end it. Oh, there's another gate right here. I totally missed this. That show has seriously one of the best endings ever. Now, if you look at Dexter, which I also liked in the beginning, that show had one of the worst endings of a TV show I've ever seen, in my opinion. Check it out. Nothing. Ta-da! Bridge. Now we can push that over. This world is so detailed, it's easy to miss these little things. I really dig this portal system. This is cool. Makes for a neat puzzle game. See, I watched Breaking Bad, but it wasn't my favorite show. I love Nip Tuck. I've heard Nip Tuck is good. I haven't seen it yet. The first 4 seasons of Dexter were like fantastic, and then it started to go downhill pretty quick. Oh, it was the very first show you watched on your own? Oh, that's cool. Okay, so now that we've gone through that gate, I have a feeling it changed this up here. Anybody not seen Dexter? It's like I want to talk smack about it, but I also don't want to spoil the show for anybody that has an interest in watching it. I'm almost terrified of watching Dexter, but then she went, oh, okay, you do what you want. Oh, she's terrified of you watching Dexter. That makes sense. I mean, it is a serial killer. And you said 12? That's pretty young. Yeah, if you have no interest in watching it, that's cool. Basically it was really funny. I actually had the show spoiled for me a little bit. I was looking at Amazon reviews for like a big DVD compilation because I was thinking about picking it up, right? How do I get a good viewpoint? I think I need to get up there somehow. I was looking at Amazon reviews, and somebody in the reviews said, the show started so great with this lovable serial killer that you enjoy watching, and then he decides to dump his sister in the ocean, sail away, and become a lumberjack. And I was like, what the hell? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. That's exactly how the show ends. And I was just like, this is ridiculous. How could you do this to the show? It was out of left field. It all like wrapped up in the last like 2 episodes. It was really ridiculous. If you watch the show, I recommend you watch up to season 4, which has a brutal ending, and then just say I'm done. Like, oh, that was a good ending to the show. Don't continue watching after season 4. How the hell does that make any sense? It doesn't make sense for the character. It doesn't make sense for the plot. It's really weird. I can't think about Dexter and not think about the awful lumberjack ending. Oh, there's a new symbol up there I missed. So we got the drawbridge. The ending of season 4, oh my gosh, that was one of the coolest season finales ever. Okay, I think I'm gonna go back through this now, and then go across the drawbridge, maybe. There we go. It's like the TV show creators just love throwing in crap that makes no sense. You know what happened to the show, I think? They just wanted it to keep going, but the ratings started to tank, so they had to wrap it up real fast, and they just didn't have any good ideas. That's my guess. There we go. Now we can cross. Can we climb this? Can you walk on that? Yes. Oh, we're going to get up to this nest, guys, and then we can do the whole lining up the symbols. Hannibal the movie? I watched it a long time ago. Like when it first came out. Or are you talking about, is there a TV show Hannibal too? The TV, I haven't seen the TV series. Nice.
The gate is
That was a tricky room.
This darkness. I know it from the wilds. It's coming back for me.
Right behind us.
I'm still here.
What happened?
Are you too? Where are we? I remember.
So do you guys recommend Hannibal? Is it pretty good?
It didn't end well in the wilds. It never does. You think you can overcome the darkness,
It's like tearing into
make
us.
sense of it, and once relief settles in,
Is it eating us?
strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom, drowning the mind in fear, deeper, deeper, dragging you down so far into the void that maybe this time there is no coming back. But there, in the dark,
We're just getting eaten alive here.
and she remembered what he told her.
Hear me. Reach out to me.
Where are you, Druth?
Senua. Take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear.
Almost looks like we're
And
dead.
if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil,
Huge bird.
it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus! Focus!
I see you. I see you now.
Oh crap, we're
You
fighting
led
this
me
thing.
to the wilds. You trapped me there.
Oh crap. This is a big boy. Nice. I'm getting better at parrying. Oh my goodness. I'm hoping I don't get hurt when I block. Sometimes you take damage when you block, like a little bit. Oh crap! That was awesome.
They're overwhelming.
Got this. There's a whole army of these guys. I hate it when there's two of them at once. Holy crap. That thing almost broke my guard. Nice.
Take him down. Ended him.
These voices sound like they're on my side again. They're talking less shit and they're more, like, positive. Oh, crap. I took damage there. I should have dodged. There we go.
Can't do it.
There we go. I dodged that one. Dang. This is tough, guys. Oh my goodness, that just about killed me. I think I need to do more dodging. Less blocking. I think I'm taking damage when I block. There we go. Is he almost dead? Oh shit. I have to dodge that big rush. Nice. Get over there. Quicker. Nice. Come on. Kill him. He's hard. Oh no! Nice. Come on, come on. Finish him. Dang. We're almost dead, guys. Hit him. Oh shit, I missed.
She's nearly there.
Where'd he go? Oh no, we're still going.
Don't let them surround you. Watch out! You run. She knows what to do.
Remember the warrior tribe.
This is really tough. Oh crap, there's 3 of them. I just need to kill one to even the odds a little bit. Dang it. Crap, I'm taking hits. There we go.
He's gone.
Nice. I have to hit block as soon as they strike me, and that parries them. Oh no! How do I hurt that thing? It's like a spirit.
Focus. It's the only way. Focus now.
Oh, I have to focus by right trigger? Oh. When they say focus, they mean like hold the right trigger to look at them. There we go. We broke his hidden ability. He's no longer a shadow. Wait, the mirror? I think we did it.
Never beat you in the wilds, did I? It wasn't illusion,
Crap.
but not this time.
Right in the mouth. That was
The
hard.
Rock of Valravn, one of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle,
See, that was a cool mechanic.
darkness
Yeah, it
grew
was.
Stronger. Every victory bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair, isn't it? In those dark winter nights in the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for Druth, a chance encounter in the wilds, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen. And she would not have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
She looks happy.
I'm coming.
There's hope.
I still hear you.
I want more backstory with like Dylan and all that. Find out what's going on. Oh, it's so nice looking now. That was intense. I feel like I can breathe. It's so nice and pretty now. Check out that sky. It's almost like she killed some inner demons, you know? I say I gotta head off to bed early for work tomorrow, but I'll be back for the next stream. Oh, well, thank you so much for dropping in, Chivy. Hope you get some good sleep tonight.
When she was younger,
Hope you have tomorrow off. Weekend,
she
that would be
lay in the
good.
grass and stare at the clouds. And there she saw them. Elusive. Shifting faces.
Shifting faces.
After a while, she
I
could
don't see shifting faces.
the trees, the mountains, caves.
Oh, there's the eyes again. See it right in the stone there? Sometimes they're on the trees. It's creepy eyeballs. I think this is the way to go. Wow, I hate them. Always watching. Seriously creepy eyeballs. They're not doing anything. They're just being creepy. I haven't noticed them. They're really subtle. It kind of looks like flickering light from the sun, but they're eyeballs. So I think we're backtracking the way we came from. It's just nice and light now. And everything's open. I hope I'm going the right way.
I wonder. Can you see the faces too? They're there
I saw some faces.
if you look for them.
Meanwhile, I'm eating non-stop since the beginning of the stream. What you eating? I remember you mentioned you're having pastries earlier, right? Oh, look at that face.
Senua, you have the sight,
It's talking.
just like I do. Once you can see into the underworld and all the souls within it will see you. Don't be afraid when they speak to you. I will always be here to guide you.
Oh, Verdant. I love that song.
Did you see her?
Here comes the sun. Doo doo
That
doo
was her
doo.
mother,
Beatles.
Galena. She was a priestess, a healer.
I think she's helping us.
She taught Senua to see the weave that binds the world together. And it was beautiful. It was a time before the darkness. But when it did come, it first came for her mother. Senua still sees her face from time to time, hidden in the world. Like she's still watching over her.
Captain, you said that eating non-stop since beginning the stream, and it's like late for you.
So much.
I'm really bad about late night snacking. Streaming actually helps me. I don't like to eat on stream, so when I'm streaming, I eat less. See, do we still need to use these gates? I don't think so. Oh, it does still change it. Okay. So we might have to walk through here. That might help us get back. Ooh, sweet or salty? Both, honestly. I like both. I don't discriminate in my snacks. Depends on the mood, I guess. Let's see, we originally came from... Was it this direction? Damn, I just eat sweet and salty. That's what I'm talking about. What's your guys' favorite snacks? Not like a meal, just like a snack. Did I already do this one?
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice. Buri.
I don't think we've heard
In
this
shape,
before.
he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife.
Yep, we heard that before. I remember them talking about Odin. See, tortilla chips, anything with cheese. Cheese is amazing. Smart food popcorn or Nature Valley peanut butter. I love peanut butter so much. One of my weaknesses for snacks is peanut butter pretzels. Whoa! What the heck? That came out of nowhere. I did not appreciate that. Oh, I didn't stun him when I hit him. Crap, crap, crap. There we go. Crap. I like that the voices tell you behind you. That's really cool. Dang, we got 3 of these guys to deal with. No thank you. Oh.
Too slow. Behind you.
It's hard not to get surrounded by these guys.
You're close.
There we go. I think this is the last one. Oh, another one. He's got a shield.
She will die.
Oh. I have a feeling I have to hit this guy in the back. Let's try dodging. Can we break his shield? Maybe? There we go. Nice.
The gate. She can't. It won't open.
That was rough.
Why won't it open?
There's another challenge.
She hasn't.
Okay, let me catch up real quick. That was tough. Let's see. Also cheese, but you guys don't have real cheese unless you live in France. I would love to try some French or any kind of European food. Hummus. Hummus is good. And the best cheese I've had was imported from Europe. Let's see. Chocolate cheese. I've never even heard of that, Nate. What? Let's see. I don't know that we have great cheeses in America. We probably do. I don't even know where most of my cheese comes from, to be honest. Oh, American cheese. Like, the actual American cheese is gross. Like, I don't even know why they make that. But I'm sure there's people that actually make decent cheeses in America. Oh, Switzerland cheese. That's got to be good. Got to go to this symposium. Oh, well, have a good one, Funny Thing. Thanks for dropping in. Your cheese is frightening to me. Yeah, American cheese, nobody knows what exactly it is. It's just awkward and gross. I love brie, but I'm allergic. Oh, no. Yeah, so one of my weaknesses of snacks is peanut butter pretzels. Like where the peanut butter is inside the pretzels. My wife gets me those sometimes, like a big bucket of them. And I get so upset because I can't help myself. I end up eating the whole thing really fast. And then I hate myself.
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold...
Oh no,
formed
you guys are
ice,
lactose?
which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow, whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. But you weren't expecting that.
They're even talking about milk in the game. Speaking of lactose, I don't think I have any kind of lactose intolerance. I'm pretty lucky there. What is this door? Luckily, since they told me if you die too many times, you will die permanently, that hasn't happened yet.
He comes from a land older than mankind.
This is creepy.
And the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raise their enemies to the ground.
That was a hell of a flashback.
And spill his blood.
So
we're going around and killing these like
She
gods
found
or
the
something that have
wretched
done
old
bad
fool on her
things.
way back from the wilds. An outcast. Was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long.
There's
for
another
this
face,
world.
guys.
Like her. We spoke of his own darkness.
See if we can talk to this one. There we go.
Senua, we each walk these lands gazing towards different horizons, some of us further than others. Your father cannot see what you see, but there is nothing wrong with seeing the world the way you do.
You guys hear Georgie? Somebody might have delivered something. I didn't hear the door knock, but he's excited about something. Let's see, being allergic to the sun? That really sucks. I'm super white. I get sunburned pretty easily, so I basically feel like I'm allergic to the sun. At least to the point where if I go outside for any length of time, I need a ton of sunscreen. Let's see, there's a lot of times I'll specifically plan just to lay down in the evening and deal with the lactose intolerance so I can load up on cheese. You know, do you ever take, they have like those pills and stuff you can take for lactose intolerance? I don't know how well they work. Let's see. Gluten must suck too. Oh, you're gluten intolerant, Verdant Girl? That sucks. My wife, Andyland, 28, she's gluten intolerant. Well, celiac. So I know all about that. That's a rough one to have. Let's see, you have the pills and they work, Nate, but they're kind of pricey. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so we're hunting that other god right now. So the dogs are going nuts, guys. And I could probably use a quick bio break and grab a snack. So I'm just going to put the be right back screen on for just like 5 minutes or so, and I will be right back. See what the heck the dogs are doing. Holy crap. I think they're killing each other. So, be right back, guys. See you in just a few. Alrighty, thank you for holding up. Dogs are okay. They're just being crazy. I think a neighbor was banging around in their yard or something. The dogs heard it, so they were freaking out. Got my quick little snack. Wanted to not eat that on camera and ASMR all you guys. Okay. It's not the funniest thing, to be honest. No, it's not. That really sucks. I'm sorry you have to deal with that, Captain. Has that always been a thing, or is it something that you kind of got when you were, as you got older? Because it's crazy how much our bodies change over time. Sometimes you're allergic to something as a kid, and it goes away when you get older. Sometimes you're cool with milk, and then when you get older, now you can't drink it anymore. ASMR is great. Not my ASMR. What's that music doing? It sounds like we're getting in a fight. Oh no, this is where we came from. We just crossed this bridge. That's right. That was a sudden change. I missed everything. How's the game so far? This game is really cool, Therapy. It's real creepy. We're still kind of figuring out the story, but it's got some really cool puzzle mechanics where what you see is not really what's happening. There's been times where I see a wall and it looks like there's nowhere to go, but I find a gate, and if I walk through this archway, all of a sudden the wall is different and I can go through it. It's really neat. Right after having a bad gut infection. You know, yeah, my wife, she had to go into surgery for something, and right after that, then she had gluten intolerance. It kind of like triggered because of like a traumatic surgery. Let's see, on the bright side, I suddenly started liking peppers and onions around age 16. I love peppers and onions. That is on the bright side. Let's see, it's actually supposed to be a condition for older people, but a bad treatment triggered it, so yeah. I hear that a lot. It's when you get something else fixed or worked on by a doctor, it causes other problems, which sucks. Yeah, she does pretty good with her gluten intolerance. It's not easy, so that means I eat gluten-free quite a bit. I don't force myself to. If we go out to a restaurant, I eat whatever. But usually around the house, when we just have homemade meals, it's all gluten-free, of course. Which, I mean, gluten-free isn't impossible. There's a lot of alternatives. Like we had pizza last night, gluten-free dough. Oh! Why do they spawn right on top of me every time? I'm never prepared for it. Oh, no you don't. There we go. Gotta parry them. I'm getting surrounded here.
Behind you!
Oh, crap. He told me too late. As far as I know, I'm not really allergic to anything. At least not in a really bad way. I think I have an allergy to certain peppers, because some spicy things, especially stuff with seeds, gives me the hiccups. It's really more funny than anything. Like, just kind of annoying, you know? My wife loves it, because she gets a kick out of when I get hiccups, because I eat something spicy. But my throat doesn't close up or anything, just hiccups.
End it now! It's nearly the end. Get out of the way! Watch out!
Dang.
Behind you!
God, you gotta be quick on the trigger with that parry. Holy crap. I can't see what's going on. There's a board in my way. Let's see, the thing with skin problems, especially when it has to do with the face like me, is it also includes bad mental health because it's just hard to see yourself in the mirror, plus makeup. Oh, yeah. I remember when I was young, I had real bad acne, and it's just, you don't want to go outside, you don't want to go hang out with friends. It's rough. Let's see, who's the voice giving you tips? We don't know exactly. Ever since we started this game, there's these voices talking to us, telling us, don't go, you need to turn back, leave, warning us. But as we're going through the game, the voices seem to be helping us. They're kind of giving us tips and saying good things about what we're doing. But I'm not sure exactly who the voices are. The mom has Roscoa? Oh no. These are her voices. Oh, it's her talking to herself? That would make sense.
The sweet, sickly stench of burning human flesh. And I still hear their cries carried in the wind. Do you hear them too, Senua?
Yes, I heard their screams, and I still hear them now.
So there's dead bodies everywhere. We're kind of learning what's happened to all these people too. Oh, so you've had is it Roscoa? Is that how you pronounce that, Captain? For 4 years now? That sucks. And that's weird that it just like popped up. Like you didn't have it your whole life, and then all of a sudden, bam. Okay, so now we're looking for some symbols, I believe. I see some runes over here.
Are they screaming?
They're kind of floating around in the air. Oh, it looks like they might be up here. Oh, there's a... That looks like it right there. Check that out. That's kind of cool. That's one of them. Oh, you couldn't do the sun either, huh, Therapy? Immediately get sunburns, and now I'm getting more and more of these little brown spots up here. Ugh. Go to the doctor. Definitely get that stuff checked out. I tell people to do that. I don't do that. I need to go to the doctor. Just for regular checkups, you know? It's like, I don't have anything wrong with me that I know about, but sometimes you go to the doctor and they tell you about something like, you should have come here a long time ago. Oh, I can see it right there, it looks like. Oh gosh, it's a person.
The rose.
See, do I need to get closer?
You can hear the rose.
No. Looks like it's right there. You tell yourself to go to the doctor too. It's do as I say, not as I do, right? Hey, Techno, welcome back, man. How you doing? I'm trying to solve this puzzle right here. It's telling me to find this particular symbol, and it looks like it's right here. But I don't think I'm in the right spot. It's like not registering for me. Let's see, I still have pretty bad acne. It's getting better. Other than that, pretty bad eczema. Skin problems suck, and they totally kill your self-confidence, which isn't fair. Ultra dry skin, super itchy, often requires hardcore creams. Oh, poor Techno. We are a skin issue clan now. We've all got some problems. Okay, how do I line this thing up? You know what I think I'm missing? I think there's another... Need a something vertical right above that. Like you see, there's a person there, but it doesn't go up that high. How do I line that up? Oh, there's another one here. Here we go. There it is. I think we got it. Let's see, we all apparently look younger than our ages and have skin issues. That's got to be the strangest group ever. Oh, Captain, thank you so much for the bits. Let's see, she definitely has mental health issues. I think all these voices are symptoms of personality disorder. So that's why she's kind of fighting with herself. That would make sense. Alright, we found the symbol. We have an awesome group.
The path to Helheim is sealed to the living. But you already walk amongst the dead. Look towards the gate.
Now we can go in the
See
door.
that it has opened.
No, seriously, this group, and I mean, I gotta thank, of course, Brian Deckhart for the raid, but so many people jumped in here, and just an amazing subset of that group followed and continues to hang out with me. And I feel like everybody that's joined the Discord, everybody that hangs out in the streams that I do now, are so cool and so friendly. I imagine most of his fan base is like that, but I'm really happy that some of them stuck around and hang out with me still, and we all hang out together, and it's just such a cool, wholesome, fun group. Let's see. We are the broken people, united by our love of video games. Yes. And Lord of the Rings, apparently. Brian Deckhart, who's streaming right now, and we're here. Aw, I really appreciate it.
I knew enough of their
I feel like Brian Deckhart,
And they took me as a slave.
I probably did it, because I didn't know who he was until that stream.
Like the others.
I feel like I accidentally copied his stream schedule. Every time I'm streaming, he's streaming.
slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of.
I know it well.
So this voice therapy is helping us out. It's somebody we knew from the past. Oh, yeah, you definitely don't want to spoil that game. That game has a good story. Honestly, and you know, a lot of people say with Twitch, it's you just got to keep grinding and keep doing well and you'll be discovered. There is luck. There absolutely is luck involved. You might very slowly kind of build up an audience, one person at a time doing your own thing, but getting a good raid with a good group really helps your exposure. And honestly, like that probably made up maybe a year's worth of work of me kind of like doing what I was doing without getting a big group like that. It took me about 6 months, maybe 5 months to get 100 followers. So I was thinking, okay, maybe by the end of this year, I can have 300 followers and have more regulars. Well, after that raid, I immediately shot up to like 350. We're almost at 400 now. And I already have an amazing group of people to hang out with. This is so cool. Oh, you first joined Twitch from his streams? That's super cool, Verdant. Yeah, no, this... And it's really cool having like a smaller, close-knit community too, where we can all kind of get to know each other. I'm at 399. What are we going to do for 400 followers, guys? I couldn't even have imagined being at 400 followers 3 weeks ago. I was trying to think, what am I going to do for 150 followers? See, he's the reason I joined Twitch, and honestly, the only one I follow next to him and my close friends. Oh, thank you, Captain. I see, I also joined Twitch because of Brian, and all the people I follow are people that we rated. I'm trying to think of the person's name. It's like Blue Medic Owl, I think is the name of the other. I think it's a she. I think it's a she. She also streams. Uh-oh. And she actually came to my chat and was watching me for a little while to figure out who to raid. So she does a great job of finding out who to raid, like finding good people. They'll be fun to hang out with. Because you know, Brian and Amelia, they're way too busy to scout out people. Blue Owl Medic, that's it. So I had to give her a huge thanks after that raid. And I went to her channel. It looks like she streams too, which is cool. Oh my gosh, I'm getting surrounded by two of these big guys. There we go.
Finish this. And behind you.
I have not died yet. Thank goodness. Oh no. Maybe I spoke too soon. There we go. These guys with the shields are tough. Uh-oh.
Come this far, she needs
I can't seem to block those. I want to kill this other guy first. I don't want him sneaking up behind me.
down. Finish it. Finish it. Strike it.
There we go.
They've surrounded.
One to go.
It's not strong enough.
Bad timing.
Defend yourself.
There we go. Even after a parry, he's still already blocking. Maybe I have to kick him. There we go. I didn't even think about that. If I kick him first, it screws up his shield. Oh, that's so much easier. I was doing it wrong the whole time. Oh my goodness. Look at the size of these guys. No, you don't. I like these voices. When you're doing good, they are very positive. Oh my gosh. I will thank that follow in just a moment. Oh my gosh. Get out of there. Those voices are so cool. When you suck, they know you suck, and they tell you you're sucking.
Behind you.
Oh no! Right, back up, John.
End it.
I need some room.
This is nearly the end.
Let's heal up a little bit. Kick the shield. This guy's gotta be dead.
Don't let them get behind you.
Okay, we did it. Let's see, the game is louder than my voice, I think. Oh, let me try tweaking that a little bit. I'll turn that down just slightly. It's funny, when you're hearing the little voices, you kind of want those to be louder, but I bet that the action is a little too loud for that, possibly. 400 followers, guys! Aw. Holy crap, Therapy. Thank you so much. That's way too generous. I appreciate the bits. And it was it, let me look at that. Femme Fatale? Femme Fatale, you are my 400th follower. Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out with us. I love this game so much. This game is really cool. It's really trippy. The puzzles just are insane in this game. When you have to walk through those gates and it changes the world. Nate, thank both of you guys. 400 bits from both of you guys. You guys are awesome. Oh my gosh. The support you guys give me in every way is just unbelievable. Crazy bits. You guys. Now we have to do something cool for 400 followers.
Only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel and let the dead walk through.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
That wasn't even the boss. 400 hours of FMV gaming. I don't even know if there's 400 hours of FMV games if you put all of them together. 400 push-ups, maybe over like the span of like an hour. I can do maybe 50 push-ups in a row. Maybe 60. Probably 50. Not 400. Alright, so how do I get in there? One thing I can do, 2 push-ups. One thing I dig about this game is it doesn't have pointers. Like it doesn't say, okay, now you need to go this way. Now you need to go do that. you really have to figure it out all yourself, which I appreciate. Oh. Look at this pyre. I will personally make a 400-hour FMV game for the stream. Do you make games, Nate? I would love to see a 400-hour FMV game. Let's see. There we go. So is this going to light that door on fire? Oh crap, we're playing in this. This looks cool. There we go. I think it opened up for us.
Hell will not give you the answers you want. But you must.
There's your FMV, Nate.
The horrors it does offer. Because you cannot overcome suffering if you refuse to look at it.
Gotta face your fears. Face your suffering. Guess you gotta make breakfast now, so if you're still around, pop in later. Oh, well, thank you so much for dropping in, Fairweather.
Where's it gone? The fire's disappeared. It
It was an
everywhere.
illusion.
The pyre. Cert is through there. He's waiting for her. You can't get through. How will she get through?
She'll need to find another way.
Truth and Cert. Find your own path.
I really like these
There's always
voices.
another way.
There's always a way.
In the beginning of the game, the voices were very
Just have to find
negative
it.
and telling us to go back. Now the voices are helping us.
He's waiting.
Let's see, there's a reason I can never play this game. You get lost so easily. I feel that. I got all you guys to help me out. I'm usually pretty
The
good
North
at navigating
tell the
games,
story.
but sometimes I miss
Before
very
the
obvious
Earth was
things.
created, there was a world called Muspel. Because it was in the south, it was bright and hot, flaming, burning. Sparks that flew out from Muspel became the stars.
Muspel.
Other sparks melted ice in the frozen world of Niflheim, creating the body of the first giant Ymir. Muspel.
I'm not good at navigating anything. We have to burn this gate down too.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
We've become a pyro. Need to burn everything.
It's too far.
She'll never find it. She'll never make her way back.
She needs to remember the way back.
What happens when she finds it?
Everything will burn.
I see the fire up there.
Concentrate on where you're going. She needs to remember the path.
Everything will burn, then how will she find the way back?
She won't. She won't be able to tell.
Red Dead 1, it was so wide and open, it just kind of made sense. Like, it was easy to tell landmarks and stuff like that. I really enjoyed that about the game. Here's another lore.
The Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Surt, the foremost of the fire giants. His name means the Black One, because he is like.
I need to find some more games that have Twitch
The
interaction,
Northmen believe that he sits
where you
at the
guys can,
border of
like,
Muspel with
actually
his flaming
participate in the
sword.
game.
And at the end
That
of
would
the
be
world,
fun.
he will leave his post. He will travel to Asgard and Midgard, waging war against all the gods. He will be victorious, and then burn the whole world with fire.
Okay, I think we need to go up here. Skyrim, actually, but that's more because I played it way too much. You just have the whole game memorized. Jackbox. We could totally do a Jackbox party night. I've done that once before with a few followers, but once you start getting random people in there, you got to be careful, because a lot of times you get people jumping in there, and as soon as they start drawing stuff, all you get are dicks and the N-word. So if we actually just did like only invite people like from our community, that would be super fun. Yeah, doing a Jackbox game, that was one of the few times I had to start banning people quickly.
Burning slaves like me to reveal the path to Surt.
Oh, you've never seen Jackbox?
I searched for meaning in their suffering. in
I'll tell
their
you as soon as he's
eyes.
done.
But they just screamed like helpless pigs.
So in Jackbox, basically I run the game, but it gives you a code where you have to log on to a website on your phone or even on the computer, and you enter the code, and what that does is it puts you into the game that we're playing. I'm not really a gamer. You don't have to be a gamer to play Jackbox. It's fun. It's kind of like a trivia game. So what happens is everybody on their phone or computer, you're watching the stream, right? And on your screen, you can kind of interact. So it'll ask you a question, and we all vote on different answers. All kinds of different mini games. It's pretty cool. Some of them are really funny, where you have to like try to draw something, and other people try to guess what it is. Sometimes those can get really raunchy. Actually, they usually get pretty raunchy. But yeah, no, we should totally schedule one of those. Maybe we'll do that for the 400 follower celebration. We'll have to find a good day we can get most of the people in. The first game was free on Epic Games for a while. I think I have the first 3 or 4 games. I'm not sure. Okay, now we have to hurry and get out of here because of the fire. Choice Chamber also has it apparently. I've never heard of that game. Okay, let's see if I can get out of here before we burn to death. I don't want to lose a life to fire. Oh crap. Go, go, go. Come on, you're so close. Oh, that thing almost landed on my head. Come on, you got this.
Do your gods answer your prayers, Senua?
Hello.
I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua. Find your own path, like I find mine.
My gods abandoned me. I am alone.
Let's see. Party Hard is really fun. Never played it with Twitch integration, but I really like the gameplay. I'm going to watch some trailers on that. We could check it out. And it might be fun to jump around between different games, too, all together. The one nice thing about Jackbox is it has so many games. Did you guys play God of War? Because that totally reminds me of the cabin from the new God of War game. I know this game came out before God of War, so maybe God of War copied them. God of War is so cool. I streamed that a while back. That game was so much fun. It's really good. Like, really good. This totally looks like his house from the beginning of the game. Oh, you just started it. Nice. Yeah, my favorite games last year was God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Spider-Man. Spider-Man was also really fun. What are we looking for in here? There were a lot of good games last year, but those were my favorite. I did stream Spider-Man, yeah. I haven't done the DLC. I only played the main game. I gotta be honest, I don't usually get DLC for games. Just because my time is so limited and I want to experience as many games as possible, I usually buy the main game, play it to the end, and then move on to the next one. Very few times I'll actually go back and replay a game. Let's see, they're both based off of Norse stuff, so I guess it makes sense. Yeah, similar architecture, right, Fem? It probably is because of the art style and the colors that they're using that it looked like carbon copy the same to me, almost. But yeah, having that same Norse style totally makes sense. Is this a dead end? Oh no, we can drop down.
The Northmen believe that the world will be destroyed someday. They call it Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods.
The Beginner's Guide is on
Asgard will
sale
be
for
attacked
$2.25. A neat little
by
story
the
game.
fire giants.
Beginner's Guide.
A monstrous wolf will swallow the sun.
Is that like a
and
puzzle
the gods
game?
will fight in vain against their enemies.
I love Stanley Parable.
There is nothing they can do to prevent it.
I wouldn't mind playing that again on stream because it's so
Knowledge,
random.
Magic, hoping to find a way to postpone that dark day.
So here's the next door we need to burn. I'm still waiting to 100% Stanley Parable. I did not 100% it either. I think I got 4 or 5 endings. Oh, it's similar to Stanley Parable, just a story-like game. I really like those games. Some people call them like walking simulators. Like Firewatch I thought was really good. What else is there? What Remains of Edith Finch? That was a really good game.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
Let's see, isn't Beginner's Guide made by the same guy who did Stanley Parable? Is it a new game? Because I heard he was coming out with a new game. I would be totally down to play that. Let's see. I'm trying to get the go outside achievement legitimately, so waiting 5 years. I heard about that. You have to not play it for 5 years, right? And you get the achievement. That's such a funny achievement. They're actively telling you not to play our game.
Hell worship the devourers, insatiable gods of darkness. I come from Erin, Senua, where I once followed my own gods, the Tuatha De Danann.
Why did you abandon your gods?
What's with this fire right there?
I was a man of knowledge, not a warrior. To survive, I did things. Bad things.
Bad things.
Like you, Senua. The man I once was.
Oh,
has
there's a
died.
symbol.
And when that happens, even gods you worship can die with you.
So we're trying to find that symbol. Kind of looks like two triangles meeting in the middle. There's going to be something. Oh, there it is. All right, that's one. The other one kind of looks like an R. Yeah, I'm going to look up that, what was it called? Beginner's Guide. If it's anything like Stanley Parable, I'm sure I would love it. Okay, where do we find an R? Over here. This reminds me of a game called The Witness. I don't know if you guys have played that. It's a pretty tricky puzzle game. But in that one, you also had to do something similar, trying to match shapes to make things. Okay, what am I trying to do here? Somehow we have to line this stuff up to make an R. It's somewhere right around here. This is where it gets all excited. This is where I can get stuck. I'll be staring at this for hours, just trying to find what they're trying to show me. Is it the trees? Maybe it's behind me. Damn, 2014 is 5 years ago. You said it was 5 years. Oh, you're just thinking about 5 years ago, like how long that is? Yeah. Time flies, man. The older you get, the quicker it goes. Okay, so I don't have that symbol on my screen anymore, so I don't think I'm in the right place. It seems to pop up right here. Oh, right there? No, that's not quite right. Right there. Nope. This is tricksy, guys. Let's see, I graduated high school in 2014, so the last time I played Stanley Parable, I was thinking about college. Now I've graduated. Oh, man. You know how old I am. I don't want to think back that far. I graduated high school in 2000. We were worried about the world ending because of computers and clocks. Silliness, I believe in you. Oh, you're there, Silliness. Welcome. I need your guys' help. Tell me if you see an R somewhere in the environment. Kind of like lining up pictures, almost. Class of 16. Oh, nice. High school, Verdant? Oh, yeah, you're like 23, right? Or 21? Let's see, I just launched the game and I got 2 achievements for it. Oh, sweet. So did you unlock that 5-year one already? 21, that's right. Is it there? Pick that up. What if we line that up? No, there's nothing going out that way. There's something super basic that I'm missing. Oh, you graduated in 2002, Weasel? How long you been lurking now? Welcome back to the stream, dude. It's good to see you. I am just struggling to find a symbol in this game, and it's going to drive me nuts. Let's see. I think I remember this one. You need to be on top of the house. That's a good call. See, as soon as I walk right down here and that R symbol shows up, I feel like I'm in the right spot. But if I can climb the house right here, that makes so much more sense. Let's see if I can find a way up. Maybe there's like a staircase or something. Or a ladder. Oh, maybe we can go in that house and crawl over. Just got to play it for the entire duration of a Tuesday and get the unachievable one. What did they call that achievement? Is that what it's called? Unachievable one? Here's a staircase. I went up here once. I did cross over, but that was before I was trying to find these symbols. It's got to be right around here somewhere. Could even be behind me. Oh, look at that. It's on the floor. Do you see that? I never would have noticed that. Thank you so much, Femme Fatale. I could have wasted another hour here. Everybody in the chat just like, get good, unfollowed. You suck, John. Quit wasting my time. I appreciate it. So you've been here for about 5 minutes. I just woke up from a nap. Oh, nice. I got to sleep in because it was my day off, so I should be good without a nap. I stayed up late last night playing this crazy FMV game called Late Shift. It was a lot of fun. We actually beat it twice. It was a short game. But then I got to sleep in this morning. I would have given up and looked it up. You know, typically when I'm playing a game by myself, I do tend to look things up if I waste too much time on a certain section, because it kind of ruins the fun if you get stuck for too long. Let's see, Verdant. Gotta get back. Oh, holy crap. Oh, another fire scene. We have to get the hell out of here. Okay, hold on just one sec. Verdant, gotta go. Come back later if you're live. Oh, well, thank you so much, Verdant. I'm probably not going to be on too much longer. Wife's going to be coming home from work pretty soon. I'm going to work out, go grab dinner, and we're going to watch some Game of Thrones. But I might be back on later tonight. We'll see. Let's see, you were still on when I signed off last night. I told my chat that you must have been off at work. No, I was actually still playing. It was a lot of fun. We were up playing until like, it was past 2 in the morning, I think. Yeah. Take care, Verdant. Thank you so much for dropping in. In therapy, I'm staying up late to try to adjust to US time and prevent jet lag. That's a good plan. You can already be prepared when you get here. You're coming on Tuesday, right? Therapy? To Arizona, I believe? Oh, Sunday. Okay. Crap. This place is falling apart. Oh my gosh. We have to go upstairs. Let's see. I saw you just starting the game at 11 and thought, oh no, not again. When I jump on stream, people are like, come on, John. Seriously? You're not going to let me get any sleep? Come on, Senua, you can do it. There we go. This is the longest we've spent in the burn. Oh my gosh. We're hearing the screams of these poor people. Holy crap. There's the door. Oh no, I have to fight in the fire? Crap. I can hear my dogs barking. I think my wife's home.
He's down. Finish it.
Hey, he's blocking me. Oh my gosh, Femme Fatale. Thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate that so much. We are on our way to making some more crazy emotes. We have a ton of very inappropriate game-themed emotes planned. Get out of here. Yeah, we just hit 400 followers. Actually, Femme Fatale was my 400th follower. That's awesome.
Good. Let it collapse, and have the courage to shed your tears. Raise your world and cry!
My world is dead.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
No. I see nothing now.
You know, Nate, what we're going to have to do is make clips of the hairbrush portion from her story where we got that emote, the ashtray thing from Late Shift where we got that emote, and also the burning, what was it? From Life is Strange, what we were playing yesterday. Fiery, was it fiery ovaries? I think is what she said in Spanish. Oh no, not the hairbrush. Yeah, a lot of en fuego in utero. That was it. We have weird memes in this channel. Just be prepared, Femme Fatale. We're just kind of picking funny things up from the games we play. Let's see, with BTTV you can get 5 extra emotes for everyone. Oh, that's cool. I've heard of BTTV, but I haven't looked into it. I'm gonna have to check that out. En fuego utero. Yeah, Fem, if you want to like chat and hang out with everybody outside of the stream, we have a really cool community. Might be worth checking into the Discord and jumping on our channel. We have super friendly group, always throwing up dog pictures and just talking about whatever. Really cool group.
The Northmen say that at Ragnarok, the sons of Muspel will travel to battle in the ship called Naglfar,
The corpse ship. That's cool.
And when the sons of Muspel leave the ship and ride to battle, it will be as though the sky had split open, and Surt will lead them. Wherever he goes, flame will erupt before him, and fires will burn behind him.
Oh, thank you, Therapy. There we go. That door was locked. This has to be the way to go. Three symbols.
Tell me truth. How did you escape your darkness?
Senua, once I found my purpose, I was no longer enslaved to the suffering I had to endure to reach it.
His voice sounds kind of familiar, like an actor that we know.
I could see it clearly in others. Even my captors feared the fire of Surt. The fire, Senua, and so to follow the path to Surt. One raid, I took my chance and ran, knowing that they would
Let's see,
not
did we get in
follow.
this house?
The fool ran into the fire.
We haven't been here before. Okay, so now we're looking for a P.
They left me for dead. Maybe they were right to. But here I am.
Kind of looks like a P.
Free.
Not quite.
I'm glad I found you in the wilds. I wouldn't have made it without you.
This game is very tricky in finding these symbols. That one on the floor, that was impressive. I don't think I would have gotten that without help. Okay, it's anywhere in this area. I think as soon as I walk too far, see how it just went away? Oh no, it's still there. Damn, I wouldn't have the patience to play this. I only have the patience right now because you guys are so helpful. This is tricky. Oh, it could even be on the bridge, maybe. Is it? Nope, it's gone. Let's see, do you ever look up for help on the internet when playing puzzle games? I do. I'll admit it. Especially if I'm playing like a point-and-click game. You get to the point where you've talked to everybody. You've used every item on every person and every object you could think of, and you just run out of options. Sometimes I will look it up then. I try to exhaust all my options though, but if I've been stuck on something for like 20 minutes just banging my head on the wall, I'll totally look it up. I don't keep like the answers open as I play the game. Nancy Drew games, I've never played those. A little cheesy, but great. I do like point-and-click games. Ooh, what about that? That a Pete? No. Oh, here we go. Right there. Yes. Okay, the next one is a... whatever that is. Oh, it's a tradition? Oh, that's cute. Actually, when I hit 100 followers, I played one of my old childhood favorite games that was a full motion video point-and-click game called Phantasmagoria. I love that game. It's so cheesy and so bad, but I just love it. I have the whole game memorized, so I knocked the whole game out in like one stream. Okay, so this one has the T symbol, but we're looking for that, kind of looks like a lowercase p or something. Where is that symbol? Let's see. Are point-and-click games something called Quest games before? Yeah, they Sierra, the company, they made King's Quest, Space Quest, and Police Quest. And they're all that point-and-click kind of game. Her Story was so fun. They're making another one called Telling... What? Is it the same guy making that game? I hope so, because I loved Her Story. I don't think we have to go out that far. Used to play Sierra games a lot. Nice. Actually, Phantasmagoria, that cheesy full-motion video game I was telling you about, that one's Sierra as well. That was one of the last few Sierra games, actually, before they kind of stopped making games altogether. So you still play games together. Now you just throw in some liquid courage to help out. Enhance the enjoyment. I don't see any more symbol things here. Telling Lies is supposed to be coming out this year. That's exciting. I would love to play another game like Her Story. Okay, so this is where that T symbol is, but we're not supposed to be doing that one right now. Leisure Suit Larry? I think I have a bunch of those games. If you've never been to the website, there's a place called fanatical.com, and they do like bundled PC games really cheap. I think you can get like all of the Leisure Suit Larry games for Steam for like $3 or something. It's like a ridiculous deal. Okay, where is this other symbol? I don't see it anywhere. I do use Humble Bundle. Actually, that's why we played Late Shift, because I got that in the Humble Monthly Bundle. Yeah, I'm not sure if the one they have is the remastered Leisure Suit Larry or just the classic. Okay, maybe we can find the T symbol in here. Oh, it's like right there, isn't it? Oh, but it's the opposite. Look at that. That's the symbol, but we have to go outside and look at it. I think I found the T symbol. Is it going to let me do it? Yeah. Let me search around a little bit to see if I can find that P-looking symbol, and if I don't find that, I might ask for the general area. Because I haven't even seen it pop up on the screen yet. It's not that way. Maybe it's up near the door. Nothing. Oh, wait, no, it is here. Okay. I think we got this. We got this, fam. How close does it want me to get? There it is. I saw it for a second. Gotta be in just the right place. Now I don't see it. Where is it? Maybe it's a little further down. I'm so confused. I could have sworn I saw those symbols popping up. I'm up too high? Okay. I went right past it. It was on this hill, though. It definitely appeared on this hill. There it is. See, now I see him pop up on the screen. That's a very small margin of error. This is where you might need to go. Maybe like right there? That would make sense. Let's see if we can get around that. Oh, we can go around this backside. I didn't notice that before. Sweet. Yeah, Nate, have you played Phantasmagoria? Because I know you like FMV games. Okay, ooh, it might have something to do with this bar right here. Maybe right there? Oh, that looks like it could be it, doesn't it? I haven't, but it's on my list. I just played through the first one recently. It would be fun to play through the second one. They're completely unrelated games. I don't even know why they called it Phantasmagoria 2. Super cheesy. And actually, I don't really remember Phantasmagoria 2 that well. I've only played through it once, a long time ago. So it would be like a fresh game to me, honestly. Okay, it's definitely right here. Oh, Space Ace. Those games are so hard. And, like Dragon's Lair. That looks like that's what that's supposed to be right there. No? I didn't do very well. Oh, it's not cooperating? Okay, I do have the right area then. Oh. I just have to be on the right pixel where the game doesn't like me. Closer? Was I too far away? There we go. I think I was too far away, maybe. Oop. It glowed for just half a second. Right. There we go. Picky game. Picky. Were you playing it on an emulator or something, Nate? Imagine trying to play it back in the day when it was like 50 cents to play it for like 30 seconds. Those games looked really cool in the arcade, but man, were they expensive. Okay, so I think we have all the symbols for the door now. And then past there, we're probably going to start the fire. Let's see. That's for the recommendation. I checked out Fanatical, and it looks like it's something I need to check out. Oh, thanks for the recommendation. For the Leisure Suit Larry? Oh, for sure. They have all kinds of awesome bundles going on there. I try to check out that site like once a week, just to see what they have.
Senua, if I can survive the fire of Surt and escape my darkness, and so can you. Fire.
This is so creepy. Let's see. I was trying to hear the song you played. I don't hear it.
Run, Senua! Run! Through the fire! Keep running! Go on!
Sometimes if the game is really loud, you can't quite hear it. Get out of here. Ruined, I know. Sorry. Whoa. We're on fire. Oh my gosh. We're just burning here. Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll.
Don't. She's dying. It's him.
Look at us. Jeez. Now we just look like all those other corpses we saw back there. Did that actually happen? Or was that a dream? Was that in our head? Hey, welcome back, Ginger.
I'm sorry.
Look at the graphics here.
So sorry. This darkness takes everything. Everyone.
Senua, are you sure you want to do this? We can fight this together, side by side. We always do.
This is my battle. I have to face it alone, away from you.
Where will you go?
I don't know.
For how long?
I don't know.
This is a flashback, I think.
I believe in you. You know that. Just promise me that you will come back to me. I want you to say it. I want you to say it.
She can't promise that.
I will come back to you.
Oh, she can.
I promise.
Come on.
Pinky swear it. Oh my goodness. Look at that guy's sword. That's like Pyramid Head sword.
You destroyed everything. Everyone.
Oh my gosh.
Not me.
I love what's his face so
now.
much. It sounds like pirate music. Oh my goodness, this guy is massive. I don't think I want to bother try to block him. I think he's too big to block. I'm just gonna dodge. Oh no, I got stuck. Oh wow. That hurt pretty bad. Get him, get him, get him! I think we're doing okay. This would be a cool soundtrack to check out. Very eerie. Oh, no, no! Oh, there we go. That's what I had to do. Whenever they say focus, you need to hold the trigger. Look how burned he looks now. Oh man, that was close. Oh, he's on fire. I don't think I can hit him. Oh wait. Focus. There you go. Once he catches on fire, you need to focus. I got it. Nice. Holy cow. Focus. That wasn't as tough as some of the other battles, thank goodness. That one with the bird, that one was really hard.
For every battle won, a greater battle takes its place.
She's a
So
badass.
it goes. Until we fall.
Femme fatale. Holy crap. Thank you so much.
end.
That was way too generous. I really appreciate
We
it.
all fall. Even the gods have their time. Yet we still go on. Why?
I like that they use real video here.
And I will go to hell to keep
I die free, knowing you will carry my stories with you. I have fulfilled my quest.
Yes, you have.
When the darkness comes, I vow to guide you in this life and the next to fulfill yours.
Then I will see you in hell.
Dang.
Be ready to face horror in the eye, as I have. To find your answers. Your quest. The truth.
Oh, cool. You got the chat up, Nate? So in the Discord channel, if you want to join, we have a voice chat. I forget what we call it. I think it's called We're Awkward, But We're Trying. And you can kind of like chat with other people on the stream while I'm playing the game. That was crazy. Look, it's all like ashy now.
Druth was a troubled man. A scholar turned slave. They tortured
I'll see you in hell.
took him with them on their raids, drove him to madness, spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds, to my world.
Ginger might bite. Yeah, you can't make promises for somebody else. Who knows what Ginger will do? Ginger's sweet. She wouldn't bite. Not too hard, anyway. So that's where we started the fire, right? Where are we going now? I object to being labeled awkward. What would be a good name for the channel?
Senua saw a deep
Okay, I'm going the right
connection
way.
between the Northmen and the darkness. If his tales of hell were true, then that was the source of it.
I think we're going back to the main hub right now because we completed that
Everything she
boss.
could from him, until she too could see what he saw.
Acadias. Yeah, if anybody thinks that... I've heard that before. People will like see my wife and they say, oh, Mrs. Cadia. Or call us the Cadias. Last name is not Cadia, by the way. I'm not that excited to get swatted or found in real life. Did not use my last name in my Twitch handle. Okay, that's where I just came from. You're going the right way, though. Do we go down and around? I will find you, though. Don't do it, Ghosty. I'll report you to Twitch. Oh, Captain's in there. Awesome. I think this is where... Oh, here we go. Yeah, you hear a lot of horror stories about Twitch streamers getting found out, and people go to their house and knock on the door. It's like, oh, no, thank you. That's kind of like what conventions and stuff are for, you know? Kind of meet people on their own terms. Don't break into their house. This ghosty SWAT. I think I'm missing a path. Here we go. Oh no, your mic's not working, Captain? Well, you can always just, you know, eerily listen to everybody in the chat. Okay, brilliant Flash. Maybe that would be fun because all of you guys are awesome. If we do the Jackbox stream where we're all playing together, we can do it in the voice channel so we can hear everybody's voices in the stream. That could be fun. You just have to be cool. Oh, you don't Discord, Ghosty? That's okay. You can play with us anyway. Not everybody has to be chatting at the same time, but it would be fun to hear everyone's reactions when like funny stuff happens, you know? Techno, I'm always cool. That's one danger about bringing people into the voice chat of your own stream is like, this is kind of like my channel. I have to run it a certain way. Like, I don't want people jumping on here saying the N-word or anything. So if you bring in somebody that you don't know very well, like personally, you have no idea what they're going to say.
You know when it is true.
But you guys are all awesome, so I'm not too worried.
A stranger in your own body. An imposter.
That would be a bad idea for me. It's 4:30. 4:30? You're a trooper, Turkey.
Senua has died before. And she will do so again. You can be sure of that.
Senua has died before. I wonder if they're talking about before this, though. We did die in the beginning. That's right.
The bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
Yeah, what Ghosty was saying is we had a bunch of people jump into a Jackbox game before, and they started throwing down the N-word and drawing just a bunch of dicks and stuff like that. No fun. So when we do it, we'll keep it just to people we know. Of course, it doesn't mean other people can't watch. Yeah, but you guys would have an amazing accent. It would be awkward for me to join, even if I could. You have an awesome accent. I've heard you stream a little bit. It would be so much fun to have you in there. Accents are great. I just have boring, normal American voice you hear everywhere. This is that door we've been trying to open for a long time.
So dark, it's dark, the darkness. Only the dead may cross. Only the dead may cross into hell.
What's going on? The river sound? I noticed that too.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Whoa.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost
voice.
me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
Holy crap.
It will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
That's a really cool voice. Damien.
In this waking nightmare, where all dreams come true, you searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears, to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came, through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away.
This is creepy.
They've taken his soul.
That's sad.
To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win.
Holy crap, is that him?
In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home.
No!
Jesus.
They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart.
We heard that before. That's important. Let me catch up as soon as it gives me a chance to pause it. Let's see, the cameraman...
Darkness
Oh, just a
touched
second.
you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life.
Very cheerful.
You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering, worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandoning to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
This might be near the end. Okay, let me pause real quick and catch up. You were saying, Femme Fatale, if you strongly recommend watching the making of for this game. I think that was in the main menu, right? I saw some features. And then I saw one more. Where was it? The cameraman actually followed her on stage when they recorded the mocap. They did that whole scene in like one take. It was really cool. I thought they did a great job with that. And John, you were also very nice. I do not have an amazing accent, but you have an amazing voice. Well, thank you, Captain. But honestly, I love hearing different accents, different cultures, everything. And if we all got together and we're chatting and playing that game together, nobody's going to make fun of anybody. It's just going to be totally chill and fun. And if anybody does make fun of anybody, they're gone. So it'd be nothing to worry about. Let's see. I hear you guys talking about me in the chat. See, Ghost Dude, when are you going to sell G Fuel? What is G Fuel? Isn't it like a drink or something? Dylan got a little messed up. That was him that was strung up on the trees, yeah? And then they said something about the head that she was carrying has the key. So I remember we had that head and we were talking to it. Let's see, the lady who plays Senua was actually one of the devs who was just filling in until they found a real voice actress, but she was so good they just kept her. So is she doing the voice as well, or is it her doing the mocap but someone else doing the voice? Either way, they did an awesome job. We have Captain talking now. Ashley got her mic working. Awesome. So to Fem and Turkey, who've played this before, Am I like within 30 minutes of beating this game? Because it's getting pretty close for me to probably want to end the stream, but if I'm near the end, I don't want to stop it right before the end. I want to push through and knock it out. See, she does everything. She got a voice acting game award for it. That's so cool. She was just a stand-in and then she won an award. Nowhere near the end? Okay, good. Thank you for your truth. Not yet? Okay. Because I mean, we're just getting up here. It's like, that could be the finale. It's hard to tell. But alas, everybody, life is going to claim a victim. It is time for me to work out, hang out with the wife, go grab dinner, watch Game of Thrones, relax for a bit, and then maybe I'll be back on later tonight. I'll check with the wife and see if she wants to play some Life is Strange or something, because that would be really cool. But it is time for me to call the stream. You guys have been freaking a blast to hang out with. Thank you so much for dropping in. And Turkey and let's see, let me get all these names down. Femme Fatale, thank you so much for all your support and hanging out and the huge donations, all of you guys. Holy crap, you guys have been amazing. This has been so much fun. We hit 400 followers. We got real far in this game. We're leaving. Yeah, oh, Invisible Llama, did you just drop in? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, we've been streaming for, let's see here. I think this will tell me down at the bottom. It tells me somewhere in my stats. It's been about 3 hours or so, maybe 3.5 hours. This was fun. This was super fun. And it's probably getting really late for you, Captain. But I had a blast playing this. You guys helped me with some puzzles. We got to hear all kinds of creepy voices that are going to give me nightmares tonight. It was just a blast. See, join us in the awkward voice chat. I'll drag my wife into it too if I can. Shameless promotion. Wish me a good night or good morning. Yeah, which is it? Time zone, you guys. So, yeah, where are you from, Femme Fatale and Turkey? We have so many friends from like all over the world. I'm in California. Captain's in France. We got people everywhere. So I was happy I was able to do a earlier stream because most of my friends in the Europe, they hardly get to catch them because I usually stream on weeknights. Oh, you're in Russia. That's awesome. Therapy, Android. You're in Russia too, right? That's cool. And you're in Germany, Techno? I remember that. And you're in Denver, Fem. Okay, so you're closer to my time zone. That's not too bad. Just a couple hours. Nice. Yep, you're in Russia. Nice. We got 2 people from Russia. You know, I think on my... Unfortunately, it doesn't tell me after the stream, but on my panels down below, I can activate this thing that lets you see which country people are from. Of course, when I'm streaming, I can't look at it, but it would be kind of nice to know the statistics. Let's see, as far as I can tell, I'm the only Canadian. I think so, Nate. I haven't heard from anybody else from Canada yet. Oh, and Invisible. Yeah, you're from Germany too. That's right. This is awesome. All right, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for joining me. Who should we raid? I wonder if there's anybody that I know online. We could just drop in and say hi to somebody, show a little bit of love. Or is Brian still streaming? Doesn't look like it. I think he is off. Oh, what is he playing? Final Fantasy. Are you guys Final Fantasy fans? He is playing, this is a guy that I've been watching for quite a while. He's a really cool guy. Finrear is his channel name. He's playing Final Fantasy V. He's playing one of the old school Final Fantasies. And Nate doing promotions. I don't think I've ever raided Finrear before. I've been watching him for a long time. Oh no. I just got an ad for the first time on Twitch. I think my Amazon Prime subscription just got redone because I wasn't getting ads ever. But once your Amazon Prime subscription runs out and it charges again, it starts up the new rules where you get ads. That sucks. I jinxed myself a few days ago. I know. I was just saying that I never do that. But I looked it up online and people were saying that once your Amazon resubscribes, you have to go into the new rules. Dang it. Ads. Maybe it's time to look at that... what do you call it? Amazon, not Amazon, Twitch Turbo? Is that what they call it? The one where you don't get ads? Okay. So we're going to raid my buddy here. He's playing an old school Final Fantasy game. Just jump in, say hi, say John sent you. He's a really nice guy. He's very active with chat when you hang out with him. So, once again, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I'm not sure if I'll be back on tonight. If not, I will definitely be on early tomorrow. I'm shooting for noon Pacific Standard Time. So, Captain and all of you guys from Europe, you might be able to jump in tomorrow night if you're free. All right. Let's set this raid. Drop in there and say hi. Thank you guys again. You've been amazing. And I will catch you next time. Yeah, it's still pretty early in California. So, we'll see. I could be on super late again tonight. I'll let you guys know on Discord if I am. Bye, guys.